Now, thanks for meeting with me, David. Now, as you know, most students want to start off in sales, and then not long after that, they want to move into marketing. So my question is, how long would you stay into sales, and why? Now, I plan to stay into sales for at least a year before I would like to see the opportunity to move into marketing. Now, I do know that does seem pretty quick. However, I do have prior sales experience selling car insurance as well as life insurance, and I believe I would be a valuable asset into the marketing department because my educational background is in marketing. When I look at a company, I want to look at the big picture of how I can help, and I believe that's the best place for me to be in. As a salesperson, what would you expect from NetSuite? What I expect from net sales is the opportunity to grow within the company. Now, I have looked online and see you guys do offer internal internships as well as internal promotions, which do help me believe that will happen. As a sales point specifically, what I look for would be a list of cars to get, as well as to know what regions I am allowed to sell in and what regions I am not allowed to sell in. I do know how important that is. I also look for the opportunity to grow within the sales department by having multiple meetings and multiple trainings to help me sell specifically your product. That's a really good answer. Now, do you prefer salary or commission, and why? Now, I actually prefer commission over salary on the basis that commission shows the specific sales, how well they're doing when it comes to sales. You can see all the extra work that I put into it. Commission gives you that incentive to not only give 100% but 110%. Wow, that was a really good answer. Now, can you tell me about a situation where you were trying to sell something or an idea and they just were not buying? And what did you do? And then could you tell me how that worked or failed for you? A specific story I can tell you about is when I worked at Academy in the shoe department selling, shoes. I had a customer come up with me who was here a week ago, bought some shoes. It didn't help any. They looked for a new pair of shoes that would help. Now I found out the shoe that they bought was a walking pair of shoes instead of a running pair of shoes. Now that is a difference because a walking is more flat while a running gives you that curve. After I told that to the customer, we found a specific shoe for them. They seemed really happy and they left, and I thought everything was fine. About a week later, they came back to me again because the shoe was still hurting. I consider that a failure because as the salesperson, I was not able to meet their needs in that area. And it took me extra time. It took me a whole other extra week to fix the issue. For it turns out, I didn't ask the right questions, and that customer had a special condition on their foot, and they needed a special type of shoe for it, which once I found that out, I was able to give them the correct pair of shoes, a Nike Air Max, but that was a failure because it took so long for me to fix that issue.